April's loved ones struggle to connect with her. Lydia Dingle will provide a listening ear for the family of Emmerdale's April Windsor next week, as the traumatized teen settles back in at home. Viewers learned that April experienced a stillbirth while living on the streets, and she returned to the village in Friday's episode. Ross Barton was happy to see April from afar, but she became overwhelmed when opening one of her Christmas presents, which had been left waiting for her. April fled the house for some air, and although he continued to worry, Marlon Dingle decided to give his daughter some space. Ending up at Mum Donna's grave, April was joined by Ross, and she confided her pregnancy and the loss of her baby girl. Meanwhile, Bob Hope told Marlon that, in his experience of homelessness, it could make one feel less human. He advised that April simply needed time to adjust. But Marlon wondered whether it was best to discuss the baby, or leave the choice to April. He couldn't help feeling hurt that April chose to talk to Ross instead of him, but ultimately, the fact she was speaking about it at all was a positive step. As Emmerdale picks up on Monday, Marlon and wife Rona Goskirk will reach out to the only person they know who will understand April's feelings. While living in care as a teen, Lydia had a stillborn baby boy who she named Toby. Helpless and alone, Lydia buried Toby and changed her name, and only felt able to talk about what happened to her decades later. Now, Lydia will put her own pain aside and open up to Marlon and Rona about her own trauma. Later, April is subdued as her parents struggle through a delicate conversation about visiting the Chapel of Rest. Once there, Marlon is transfixed by the sight of the tiny coffin, while an overwhelmed April rushes off. A heartbroken Marlon is left alone to say a few parting words to his granddaughter. Returning to Smithy Cottage, Marlon and Rona try once more to get through to April, but the pair are troubled by their daughter's apparent indifference after the emotional day. Can April come to terms with her distressing situation?